Basketball, you betcha. I'm back in the gym once again, ready to give you what you need, guaranteed to succeed each and every day for the game that you love to play. Hey, we are in the gym with my man Spence, and one thing that I want to talk about is really just the process, right? A lot of times people don't show you when they look really bad at doing something. And when you have to learn that new skill, it turns out that it's going to be pretty bad sometimes. And so right now, we're working on, again, trying to finish around the defender. We're trying to, utilize the athleticism that he has to work with. And we're still working on our drives and we're working on our finishes here. And again, we're working on playing off two, we're working on stepping through. So it's just a lot of those different things that I'm showing you here on film. Again, it almost looks like the same exact workout, but there's just different angles to where we're attacking from. So just wanted you guys to see all the different angles. There's the bump turnaround. Like I said, there's like the bump floater. There is the jump stop opposite float. Then there's the jump stop. There's the step through. When you step through, you can come back and finish that floater over the top. Okay, you can shoot a fade. I mean, there's all these different variables to it. But what are you going to be confident in doing, and what are you going to do in the game? So there's all these things that you can work on in basketball, but do we really use them? That is what we got to figure out. It's what are we going to use? What's going to be effective for us? There's so much information. There's so much content. There's so many moves. But you're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. So it's cool to work on them. I call it time fillers. It fills time in your workout. And so it's cool to do a couple dribbling drills going back and forth. It's cool to maybe, hit a step back three or work on your step back fade or whatever. And those are good fillers, but in all reality, you're not going to do it at a high percentage. And some of those moves you're not going to do and have success. So I'm not saying don't work on them. I'm saying don't spend valuable time working on them when you need to be honing in on what you're really good at and try to be great at it. Okay. Whether that's shooting, dribbling, rebounding, passing, whatever that thing is. Okay. And then kind of talking yourself through the drills helps with talking on the court. So that's another thing that, a lot of people don't talk about, especially when you work by yourself. It's harder to do that. So talking yourself through the drills, maybe, giving a little bit of effect, reminding yourself high off the glass, reminding yourself it's a step through, reminding yourself it's a jump stop. You're just talking. It's going to allow you to talk in the game. Okay. So leadership skills and those qualities are just as important as the physical capabilities of whatever you possess for the basketball game. Okay. So keeping this all in mind, I want you to remember that the game is mental. The game is physical, but also you have to communicate in the game. That's one thing that people don't talk about. If you walk into a gym and it's quiet, there's a problem. Okay. And this is a skill that can be taught, but it also has to be kind of brought out of somebody that doesn't have that personality. So keep that in mind. Those are those three things that are going to help you with basketball. Obviously, a few of them way more than the others, but you'll pick up those skills as time goes on, and it's just something I wanted you to be aware of. And what you do on one side, you definitely have to do on the other, so don't forget that piece. One thing too, baseline layups. Very hard for a lot of people, and again, it's something where you don't think it's as important, but a lot of us get caught on that baseline, especially when we can't shoot the three and we attack the closeout. A lot of us miss layups because our shoulders aren't square to the basket. Now, I don't mean square to the basket as if you're driving to the baseline and your shoulders are at the rim. I'm talking about when you turn your body and you have to square your shoulders to make the layup off the glass. And then a lot of us put it right in the middle when it has to be more, along that side of the backboard to kind of give it a little spin and graze it off that side so it has that angle to go in. So there's all those, again, details that come into play that you have to think about that you just may overlook. And a lot of us want to just attack the closeout and kind of shoot a floater if we blow by. And that floater on the baseline is just such a hard shot. If there's a way that we can get to the glass, that would be perfect. Also, I want you to work your reverses. I don't know if I did any on this particular workout, but reverses are important for you when driving the baseline. Being able to freeze that help defender, get around them and utilize that space on the baseline that nobody's really covering. But then also being aware of where you are under the backboard. Now you're able to use your inside hand or you can use your outside hand. So either way works. You just have to work on elevating and you have to work on your takeoff. Because if you take off on the same leg, there's not much of a balance there for you. And sometimes there's not enough power. And so that leaves you in a more difficult state of trying to make your layups at a high percentage. Now, if you have any questions about that, I would love to put a video out about that where I just kind of talk about that. And I did that in my vlog too. Probably did it bad because it was a little early in the morning. My knees were hurting and my back was hurting. But anyway, yes. So stay locked into, again, the fundamentals. And then if you can't do it off of one, you can always start off with two. A lot of people don't like to play off of two because they feel it slows them down, but that's the point. Sometimes we're going too fast and we need to slow down. The game is played at a pace. The game doesn't play at one speed. So I need you to understand that and watch different players, as some of the fastest players in the NBA or in college tend to change their speeds. And those are the ones that have a lot of success. The ones that do play at one speed that, has had such a great ability to make it to the top level with playing at one speed, they're probably pretty phenomenal athletes. So they can get away with not playing with pace, blowing by somebody with speed, and then also using that athleticism to kind of outjump everybody. But the pace is going to allow you to read the game at your speed and your mental capacity to where you can take all the information in that's happening in front of you. Basketball I am trying to give you everything that I can as I continue to post these workouts. I'm going to start collaborating the workouts together, and I'm going to provide you with the 365-day workout again as I prepare my guys to get ready for the season. I'm wishing for much success, as I'm wishing much success for you all as well. So please let me know how you're doing in the comments. Also, what else you might want to see in the workout, since I've been kind of covering some different things. And I'm excited for the season to start for you. I'm excited to start for the season for my guys. And I'm just excited in general because you guys keep coming through each and every day. So, you know what else I have to say. Remember, someone's always working. Are you?